Hey guys, so if you click this video, you want to learn the tuck planche. So I am going to teach it to you, right? And it goes without saying that you obviously need to have done some conditioning work before you start specifically training the tuck planche, right? So you need to make sure you've done some base form elements, pull-ups, push-ups, squats, just for general conditioning of the body. And then moving on to beginner kind of like movements, exercises that you can work on the straight arm ability, right? Because the bent arm strength, we're quite used to. We do a lot in our training throughout the day. But actually straight arm movements, you know, we're not really accustomed to that. So what happens is that like now all the load that's passing through the wrist, the elbow and the shoulders, it might be a bit too much too soon. So first, condition the body to be able to do a tuck planche and then move on to specifically training it. So I'm assuming you've already done that. So I can now teach you the tuck planche itself, right? So the tuck planche, one of the prerequisites is going to be the planche lean, and the mechanics are the same. So we're going to go through the mechanics because the more you actually understand like what you're actually doing in the move, then you can actually start to feel, you know, all the different sensations for you to accomplish that move, right? So it's not just jumping up and trying to hold yourself. It's actually about trying to visualize and trying to feel what actually you have to do, because you have to make specific contractions for you to have a structure that can hold itself in mid-air. With the planche lean or the planche tuck, so planche lean, this one. So from here, so with these movements, I am now placing a lot of stress on my shoulders and my wrists. I'm getting them stronger and helping me to hold the position. With the planche in general, it's actually, you can really say like your whole upper body that is helping for you to hold the position. In contrast to the front lever. The front lever is primarily back strength, right? If you have a really strong back, then you can probably do the planche, the front lever. The planche is different. It's all the muscles in the upper body, like working cohesively for you to accomplish the move. So the actual positioning, you want your index finger to be about 45 degrees, and then you want your hands to be shoulder width, or maybe a little bit outside of shoulder width. And then now that's my starting position. So we're gonna look at the wrist and the shoulder. The elbow is involved, but mainly in this locked position, right? I want this connection from the ground coming all the way to my scapula, right? So here I am. So from this position, I can actually do it already from here. I can now protract, which is pretty much me pushing the ground away. I can then depress, activating my lats, my latissimus dorsi. So this depression, because whenever you do movements, like you want strength movements, you want depression. Because if I'm doing my movements up here, there's no space for my joints, there's no space for my connective tissue, like to actually move around in the position, creating a lot of friction, and then neck issues, back issues, and all of that. So I want protraction, I want depression, and then now I'm stable, right? And now I want to add even more stability, because to be strong, you first need like some stability, right? To output strength. So now what I'm also going to do is this horizontal adduction. So I'm bringing my hands closer together like this. Okay, so I'm in the right position. I've stabilized my shoulders, and then now I'm going to lean forward. And now from here, I can feel a lot more stress in my shoulders. And now to actually help me to lift up, I'm now going to do these two movements. So I'm going to do ulnar deviation, bringing my pinky closer to my wrist, so this. And then I'm also going to do now shoulder flexion, this motion, right? So this is now what's going to actually elevate myself up, right? Activating my shoulders more and more. So from here, stabilized, And then now I'm leaning forward, and now I do that ulnar deviation and the shoulder flexion. And then I'm coming up. So it's really important that you actually are feeling your muscles, that you're feeling the body, right? Because as I lean forward, I can feel, okay, I have a good structure, and then now I can lift up a tiny bit. So I'm in control, like the whole time. You don't want to jump up and try to hold it, because most likely, if you have to jump up, then the actual strength that you need is probably not there. And then now it's actually just gonna stress the joints a lot, right? So this was a quick tutorial, guys. Hopefully it helped you, and if you got something from it, already head out and start to practice it. All right, see you guys.